Yes, mommy dropped stuff. Okay. Get you where you can see. Alright. So, in our chicken broth, give that to me. Thank you. In our dough. Thank you. In our chicken broth, I have a bunch of frozen bone and chicken remnants from where I've either deboned chicken or roasted off chicken. And this is everything that's left over. And it will make a delicious bone broth. Don't throw it away. And like me, for instance, I did not have the time to deal with this whenever I roasted off the chicken. So I froze it, and now I'm messing with it a couple months later now that I have the time. And that is perfectly okay to do. Now, to this, I'm going to be adding carrots, which I was gifted a ton of fresh from the garden carrots. There's more chicken. I'm probably going to end up finding more chicken after I turn off the camera too, because it is everywhere. But this can go in frozen. You don't have to throw anything out. And then we are going to add some carrots. And we're also going to add in some onion. And all this is getting strained, so I'm not worried about taking skins off and all that garb. Boom. I've been saying boom a lot. I think it's from my son, to be perfectly honest, because I never used to say it. He says it all the time, and now I find myself saying it. And I'm driving myself crazy, so I apologize. It's not just you I'm annoying, it's myself. You can omit all vegetables if you wanted. I just enjoy having a vegetable taste in with my broth. It makes it more of a nice stock versus just a bone broth. And now we're going to add some celery. I do love celery. There. There. And this is going bad. That's why I am putting a lot in, because it needs used up. Waste not. Alright, what do we have? We have carrots. We have, put a couple more carrots in there. Carrot, celery, onions. We'll do some garlic. I have garlic that needs used up. So let me smash that. In the pot it goes. This is so easy to do, guys. So easy. If you didn't have bones, you could always just use chicken that you had. Whole chicken works great. I actually have some whole chickens in my freezer that will get used as broth eventually. So that was about 6 cloves. And then we're going to add to this, if I can find it, going to add some apple cider vinegar. You won't be able to taste it. It will just give it amazing flavor. And then we're going to put in some bay. That's always good. And remember, this may seem like a lot, but it is a really big pot. So there's that. And let me make sure before I do it. I found dehydrated. I won't use it this time. Let's see. I found what I was looking at. I found this. I got it for $1.50, so I got it on sale. But I was seeing what it had in there because I was thinking about using it in my broth. But I'm not going to worry about it. So, salt. And this is Himalayan pink salt. I want this to be full of flavor so that it is ready to just pop open a jar and make some delicious soup this winter. That is the plan. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add in it. Onion, garlic, celery, carrots. I don't think so. I think that's all I'm going to add in it. Oh, and the chicken, of course, is already in there. So let's start filling up with our water. And then this is going to cook down for about 24 hours on low. You don't want to bring it up to a boil because it will start taking away some of the nutrients. Don't want to do it. Oh, and the apple cider vinegar helps draw out all of the minerals and vitamins and stuff that's in the bone. It just helps break that down. So it's something that you really want to do. You don't want to skip that step. And if you wanted to add wine to this, you could add wine to it. That would be delicious. Ooh, I know what I'm going to add to it. We're going to put a secret ingredient in this because I know that it'll be used for soups and stews. Because, I mean, what else do you use broth for? I mean, I guess you could drink it, but I like using it for soups and stews. And I also want to get a full cantaloupe out of this. So this is my 20-quart stock pot. I'm filling her up. Filling her up. So, let's see. I want everything covered. And I did it in quarts. I was filling this up in quarts to keep track, but I've already lost track because I'm talking too much. I'm also adding a little more water just because I know that there's more chicken in my freezer. I just need to find it. I was not prepared, but I wanted to bring you along for it, so I hurried and turned on the camera, and then, well, you see the rest. I turned it on, and now I'm not even close to you. This is going to be a super special dish because I've decided to add some ingredients, special ingredients. The first being my dehydrated sweet potato. Ooh, that was a good seal. Yeah. So, that smells delicious. We're going to add some of that, and that will give it another layer of flavor that we wouldn't usually have. Forgot I had this. I went in looking for something and came out with a ton of other things. The second is going to be some dehydrated lemon. Put that in there. That, oh my goodness, that smells so good. That is superb. Okay, there's that. And what I went in there for was my dehydrated mushrooms. We are going to add some of them. Oh, that smells good too. And by some, I mean a lot. So, I'm going to give it a nice stir. Alright. So, this is going to go for 24 hours on low, and I will bring you back when we are going to be straining and we're going to be canning. So real quick, I want to just show you, this is gone for about 36 hours, and it's a two-part process. First, we're getting rid of all the big bits. This is my fat separator, so you can see down here my layer of fat, and this little stopper will stop the fat from going up to where I can take the stopper out, pour my cleaner broth in here and then just do it over and over again. After I strain it the first time, I'm then going to take cheesecloth and I'm going to do it again so we have a nice clear, well, over here, we have a nice clear broth to can up. But doesn't that look gorgeous? So, I wanted to show you real quick how it separates.
Mom,
Hold on. So there you see it, and you take out your little cork, pour, and you can see all the fat is still in there. Is that pretty cool or what? So, I'm going to keep doing this because I have a lot that I need to do. Okay, so real quick, this is the broth now that it has been double strained. I'm doing it in quart jars, and we're going to be doing it for 25 minutes at 10 pounds of pressure for my altitude. I have my vinegar to wipe the rim of my jar when I'm done. And remember to put your leftover vinegar in your canner, and it'll stop your jars from getting cloudy. And then I have my lids soaking, which you don't have to do anymore, but I still do it because it's what I do. But I started jarring and forgot to taste it, so I wanted to bring you along for my taste test. That is probably the best broth I've ever made. The mushrooms definitely gave it another depth of flavor. And the lemon, it's you can smell the lemon, but it's really just a back note. This is good. This is really good. I am excited. So, 10 pounds of pressure, 25 minutes for my quarts, and I will bring you back for the finished product. Ooh, and right here, we did the fat separator, so there is my fat. That's all there was with the bones. That I'm going to put in the fridge, and I am making dumplings. So I will bring you along for that recipe too. So we were able to do exactly what I wanted. 7 full quarts of delicious dark chicken broth that has mushrooms, sweet potatoes, dehydrated lemon, onions, celery, garlic, bay leaves, salt and pepper, and some apple cider vinegar. So, there you go.